What's going on, YouTube? Nate the Great back at it again with another chest session. And this chest session is going to be a bit long, a little complicated. I threw in a lot of upper chest movement today, but always starting off with a flat bench with a warm-up set of just the bar for 20 reps, moving up to 95 pounds for a set of 15, and then we move up to 115 for a set of 12, and finally 135 for a set of 10. And I wasn't really sure what I was going to be doing in terms of working sets today. I wasn't even sure if there was any kind of special movement I was going to be trying out today. And so by the time I had finished with my warm-up sets, I had decided that I was going to do Spoto pressing. And for those of you that don't know, Spoto pressing is almost exactly like a pause rep, except that you don't let the bar touch your chest. You leave about a half an inch to an inch of room at the bottom of the rep. This way, it keeps the tension on the muscle because it never rests. Because on a regular pause rep, you touch it to your chest, you let it sit there, and then you press it up. And that takes the tension away from your muscle. But this, the time under tension is almost always constant. And in that sense, it forces you to keep control of the weight the entire time. Kind of how I was doing last week with slow negatives. I'm really forcing myself to control my bench, so that way I'm not, going for a max and basically just dropping it and bouncing it off and getting that stretch off the bottom. I want to be able to control what I'm doing and how fast I'm doing it. And if I had better planned this workout, I wouldn't have done a warm-up set with 135, because my working sets were with 135, and I don't like warming up with a weight that I'm going to be using. I always want to work up to the weight, or work up to a heavier weight and then drop down. But this is my third set of 8, and I was going to go for 4 sets of 8, but as you'll see in just a second here, I only get 6 out of this, which I wasn't upset with, really, because that sweet spot in terms of doing sets of 8 is 3 sets of 8, 24 reps. That bro science rep range, of about 25. So I was happy that I got in an extra set, even if it wasn't 8 like the other 3. But as I always do, I followed that up with incline benching, and I also did pause reps or Spoto pressing. On the incline press. I did 95 pounds for 3 sets of 8 Spoto pressing. I was doing it on flat bench, figured I'd try it out on incline as well, and I liked the stretch I felt. But after I was done benching, I moved on to some shoulder accessory movements. My front raise and side raise superset routine for 3 sets of 10. And I have a feeling that pretty soon I'm going to be able to move up to 12 reps with the 15-pound dumbbells, because it's getting to be kind of easy to do 10 reps, which is a good thing. It showing progress. But my tricep movement today was single arm cable tricep extensions with 20 pounds for 3 sets of 10. And as you can see, left arm having a little bit of trouble with that. But my right arm doesn't really have an issue with 20 pounds on the cable machine. Imbalances that I'm trying to fix. But I followed up tricep extensions with more upper chest, doing chest flies from bottom to top, which targets the upper chest more so than the bottom. And in terms of my physique, I need a lot of improvement in my upper chest area. My lower chest is pretty good. And along the same lines, I went for some close grip dumbbell pressing on the incline for two reasons. The first being, like I said before, I need more development in my upper chest because it's getting to be where I'm kind of flat on the top and then it kind of jumps out at you at the bottom. But at the same time, because I do nothing but bench really wide, my outer the outer part of my pecs are really well defined and thick, but the inside there's no real definition there, and so I am going to be continuing to include real close grip dumbbell pressing the way I did today, and we'll see how that works out for me for both my upper chest thickness and definition in the center. But as you saw there, I did real controlled and slow isolation curls with the 20-pound dumbbells for 3 sets of 12 before moving on to my calf routine with 165 on the Smith machine for 3 sets of 20 and finishing off the whole workout with my normal ab routine with the 25-pound plate, 3 sets of 10 on decline crunches, and followed that up with a set of 10 Russian twists per side, so a 20 count. And in terms of this movement, this supersetted ab movement, I feel I'm going to be increasing the number of reps pretty soon, only because it's getting to be kind of easy. It's not much of a struggle as it was when I first started it. And the same for this. I'll probably be moving up to 12 reps with the next couple of weeks on these hanging knee raises. Or I may even start attempting to do them with, straight legs. As I have told you before, I don't have the ability to do, really, I'm not quite that strong. But that does it for this video, guys. You can check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Nate the Great Harmon, and I will see you all in the next video.